Jennie headlined Governor's Ball this weekend. Full live set, new music, and by Sunday, the whole timeline was arguing about choreography and styling instead of the fact that she held the slot.
This is the BLACKPINK Daily Podcast, and today we're untangling the Gov Ball discourse. What actually happened versus what Blinks are fighting about.
We've got the choreography debate, the styling reaction, and a Lisa data check. But the lead is still the headline slot itself. Joey, start us there.
Gladly, because a major U.S. festival headline is a whole different tier than another perfume campaign.
Right, that's the part I want to say plainly. A week that opened with Vaseline and Ferrari posts ended with her at the top of a Governor's Ball bill. That's a real jump for her solo profile. I'd separate the reactions, though. A split Gov Ball crowd isn't the same as a split fandom. A lot of that audience was meeting Jennie's solo identity in real time.
Totally. The festival audience didn't come in with 5 years of line distribution opinions. They're reacting cold.
And the styling piece comes from the same place. Unexpected only reads as controversy because people had a fixed picture of her. It's a reception data point more than a misstep. That's why the festival slot matters here. Now, Lisa's Kworb numbers.
Let me guess. Still April 30th.
5.145 billion total, 3.47 million daily. Same floor we read on June 4th. No refresh.
But the context moved even if the number didn't. Lisa's stage and Jennie's headline are huge live moments in the same week, on their own terms.
That's the thing to clock. 2 members, 2 independent public performance credits in the same 7-day window. Even with the stream count frozen, you don't just shrug that off. Koreaboo writes,
During the performance, there was a moment when Jennie did some very intimate choreography with her male backing dancers. It sparked backlash towards the idol, who hit back at Jennie and hit her with some personal and vicious criticism for her onstage actions.
Let's set this up cleanly. June 7, Jennie headlined the 2026 Governor's Ball. Full set, real festival slot. That's the lead. The choreography debate came after.
Headlining Gov Ball, a major U.S. festival, put her name at the top of the poster. We're way past brand activation or TikTok moment here. Let me sit in that for 1 second.
And inside that set, there's a moment, intimate choreography with her male dancers, and Koreaboo's framing the reaction as heavily divided. Some of the quote tweets are genuinely vicious, personal stuff.
Yeah, and read those replies. Show us the only talent you have? Come on. That sounds like somebody mad she's on that stage at all, not a real choreography critique. The screams are valid crowd was having a way better night.
It's her stage, her creative call. A Gov Ball crowd reacting to a sexy number tells you something very different from the fandom bubble arguing about it on the timeline. This one's from Koreaboo.
On June 7, BLACKPINK's Jennie performed at the Governor's Ball 2026 as the headliner. She sang a variety of songs during her 1-hour set, captivating fans with her dynamic stage performance and live vocals. She also performed her new song, which recently garnered much attention at its initial reveal at the Chanel afterparty in Seoul.
First, keep the headline straight. June 7, Jennie headlined Governor's Ball for an hour, sang live, and performed that new song she debuted at the Chanel afterparty in Seoul. The Tooth Gem debate came after all that.
A whole hour, headlining a major U.S. festival. And the cues out here going, it looks like a cavity. Read the room.
And here's the part the dunk crowd skipped. That gem had a blue rose engraved in it. Her mom gives her blue roses every birthday. So the random plaque is actually deeply personal.
Okay, that detail just changed the whole thing for me. But sure, the cue, plaque, great catch.
It connects to the choreography debate we just talked through. People reacting to her stage, her choices. And again, a festival crowd splitting on that isn't the same as a group fandom argument. For Lisa, this one comes via Kworb. Lisa's Kworb page has her at 5.1 billion total streams, 3.4 million a day. And the date stamp still says April 30th.
Same number we read on June 4th. It hasn't moved a single decimal.
Right, so no new movement to track. The interesting part is the timing. That floor is sitting still in the same week Jennie headlined Governor's Ball with a full live set.
Both of them stacking real public credentials in the same 7 days. Lisa's catalog doing 3.4 million daily on autopilot. Jennie holding a festival headline slot. That's the OT4 brain split right there.
And look at the catalog itself. Moonlit Floor sitting at 1.4 billion. New Woman with Rosalia past 600 million. That's the engine running with no new drop attached. GMA Network with Karen, Julianne, Crisio.
On TikTok, the K-pop star shared a video with her team as they danced to a Brazilian dance version of Jason Mraz's I'm Yours. At the end of the video, fans were surprised as Jennie danced to Cortis's Red Red. Prepping for Gov Ball like, she wrote in the caption.
Okay, the rollout for this is so good. She does the Brazilian version of I'm Yours, lulls you in, and then bam, she's hitting Cortis's Red Red at the end.
And the caption tells you exactly what it is. Prepping for Gov Ball like? This is the warm-up content before the actual headline slot.
J-Hope's already on this trend. You've got Felix with Jake and Sunghoon. You've got the Cat's Eye girls. Half the industry's doing the Brazilian dance thing, and Jennie just slides in like it's nothing.
That's the wider pop culture lane I keep noticing with her. A week ago, we're talking Vaseline and Ferrari posts. Now she's doing TikTok trends and headlining Governor's Ball. That's a real jump.
And don't sleep on the footnote. Dracula hit the top 10 on Billboard radio songs. Festival headline and radio traction in the same stretch.
If you want more daily K-pop coverage, check out BTS Daily Podcast with ARMY updates on Jungkook, Jimin, V, RM, Suga, J-Hope, and Jin. From comebacks to charts and tour news. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. We've put links to all of today's stories in the show notes, so if anything caught your ear, you can head there to read a little deeper. That's it for BLACKPINK Daily Podcast today. This is a Lantern podcast.